When first hearing about us, many people assume that we must be some kind of environmental group. And while we care about the environment, garbage and pollution is not what concerns us. It is the people that are living, working, and dying within it that motivates us. Our focus is simple. It's people. Over the past several years, we have learned from our international partners and are successfully working with them to develop Christ-centered environments and trash dump communities within Honduras, Cambodia, Dominican Republic, and most recently the Philippines. The progress we have witnessed in these communities is only possible because of the people and resources that God has provided, but this movement is just getting started. Last year, we created a documentary that recounted a series of unusual events that inspired our commitment to serve in the Philippines. While filming, we were told that there were over 100 trash dump communities within this small island country. It was hard for us to believe this claim, but when a local pastor offered to take us to 20 such communities in just 8 days' time, we had to see it for ourselves. This trip to visit so many dumps in a matter of 8 days has really given us the best opportunity we've ever had to not only investigate how big this problem is with trash dump communities within the Philippines, but also on a global scale.
We're here in Catmon, and this dump is called Sitio 6, and which means Dump Site 6, and meeting a lot of kids and a lot of community members. And what we're finding out is most of the people on this trash dump are kids. They make anywhere from about 50 pesos a day, which is just a little bit over $1, and they do that so they can actually go to school. There is a K through 12 school in this area, but to actually go, they need supplies. So they work on the dump to get the supplies to go to school. No government organizations here, no non-government organizations here, so no one really helping out these people that we found out so far.
Now that we've been to around 40 of these communities worldwide, we find that the conditions are very similar in every place that we go to, and the families are just trying to meet their own basic needs, which usually they fall short of. And because of that, when you ask them about their dreams and aspirations, they really don't have any.
May mga tao rin pumupunta dito para gawin yung mga bagay na yun.
Opo, meron po.
So, okay lang sa inyo, pinapayagan nyo na.
Opo, kasi po, hirap po ng buhay.
Ano pangalan mo?
Arman po.
Rick. Arman, ilang taong ka na?
16 po.
Anong ginagawa mo dito ngayon?
Ito po mga hiniwalay-hiwalay ko. Out item ho niyan, hiniwalay ko.
Ano ba itong mga ito, nasa sakong ito?
Ito, lata eh. Ito po, malutong. Ito, saon sira. Yung ito pong nasa ilalim mo na ito, plastic. Ito naman na PVC.
So ikaw, kung ikaw tatanungin ko halimbawa, isasabihin mo, anong pangarap mo?
Ewan po, gusto ko po yung mapag-aral po sanang mabuti anak ko. Huwag po sanang mapag sa akin.
Nag-aaral ka ba?
Hindi.
Bakit hindi ka na nag-aaral?
Sobrang kahirapan din eh.
Anong pangarap sa buhay? Anong gusto mong maging? Halimbawa, bibigyan ka ng pagkakataon. Anong gusto mong maging?
Gusto kong matulungan lang yung magulang ko.
One of the interesting things about this journey we took around Luzon was that we were able to see just all the different types of landfills there are. I mean, some were fairly new and very small. Others were pretty innovative, even just the way that they were handling the garbage, and they weren't a place where you had families everywhere. And then on the far end of that spectrum, the other way, you had 100+ families living in one of these communities working on the dump with no real regulation. And for us, all these different factors really play into if we even consider a location to move into and do some of the work that we do. We never really get used to seeing the level of poverty that we operate in. But as we pulled into Santiago, there was something different. This was probably the worst conditions that we'd ever seen.
Bilang isang leader at presidente dito sa dump site, sa mga scavengers, ako po si Fernando Gangano.
Saan iti salong at limot dito?
Iti salong at mo, sir. Kamot nga mako na nga naka-steady kami tinapinta, sir, no digot. Numaminsan, sir, karkarong kami mo iti problema may panggap ko. Salong at. Tangamin, sir, awan iti kasla mangsop-suporta kata kami turan niya mga bayan na.
Although the purpose of this trip was not really to be looking for areas for ministry expansion into new parts of the Philippines, we always want to stay sensitive to what God may do. We feel called by Christ to love people, specifically in communities surrounding landfills.
He said that the children here, no talk about that. So that's what we feel also very need.
So you would like for there to be a church here?
Yeah. That is really.
You can change everything,
Pagbaliwan ka ako.
The great thing is that the president of the community just admitted that there's a huge need for God here, and he doesn't know God. He just knows that there's a need for that, and so just seeing the Spirit moving that way before us, this really is just a sad situation, but a perfect scenario for the church to be the church. When we are evaluating the needs within a community like this, it's easy to recognize and become focused on the physical needs, but the moving thing about the people in Santiago was that their one request brought us back to our foundation.